What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 10PATX Radio. We've been gone for a little while. We had a little hiatus, but I'm back with Roman.
Boom. What's up, guys?
What's up, buddy? Our producer, Mr. Ryan Giles, was gallivanting California. But we're back consistently. And that's the key with these podcasts, I'm realizing, is it's about doing it all the time. It's about staying on top of it.
Absolutely.
Just like your jiu-jitsu.
That's it.
And here we're going to see if Facebook Live is going to work so I can see your questions while we're going. I don't know. It doesn't look like... Am I live? I don't see it yet.
I don't see it.
There we are.
There it is.
Boom. On. Let's make this full screen. We're still in the production stages, early production stages of 10PATX Radio, but it won't be long before it goes straight to iTunes. And this will coincide with the iTunes launch. But right now, bear with me. It's a low budget, but it's going to blow up, I promise. Anyways, I'm here with Roman, and Roman, it's August 20 something, second, and we are at the illustrious Audit Academy, home of 10 Planet Austin. It's been home to you for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. Since I saw it coming on board after a John Jock seminar, actually. John Jock opened a school down here.
Yeah.
Finished the seminar, logged on to Facebook, and saw there was 10PATX coming. And then I messaged you literally that day or the next. I was like, what's up?
Yeah,
man?
Roman was one of the first guys here. For those of you who don't know Roman, if you follow the Instagram, you follow any of the history of 10 Planet Austin, he's been here from the beginning. He's a gun cleaner from Waco.
Yeah.
Is what you might know him as.
Yeah.
That's his Instagram handle on one of his pages. And so tell me about Waco, Texas, cleaning guns, and how you got there.
Man.
Let's fill these people in
Yeah,
real quick.
Waco,
Who
Texas.
you are.
Yeah, Waco, Texas.
Most people are thinking David Koresh,
Branch Davidian,
Branch
crazy
Davidian
yeah,
shit, and then
absolutely.
you find out you're a gun cleaner in that town. So,
Yeah, it's a bit crazy. Actually, that's what everybody knows it for, as David Koresh, and I no part in that, man, whatsoever. But anyhow, yeah. So as time grew up, man, I left the military after I graduated high school.
Wait a minute. So were you there when it happened?
Yeah, I lived in the city of Waco when it happened.
Holy shit!
I remember through the path of 35 there, like you could go, there's this overpass that you could watch, and we would see the SWAT trucks and like things coming in and going.
So
towards
as
that
it was
place.
live.
As it was live, we were watching it
You were
happen
watching
on the
it.
highway.
Okay.
Yeah, as a kid.
So how long
As
did
a
that
kid.
play out? That played out over a period of months.
Months. It was a long event. I remember.
So your city was a focal point.
Absolutely
Of the media for a while.
media
Wow.
and craziness and all kinds of news and/or fake news. However you
Holy
want to put
shit,
it.
man, that's nuts. You're looking back on that, and that was a really interesting time in America. The internet wasn't massive as it is now. The news was all there was.
Newspapers.
So that
It was all in the newspapers.
You couldn't avoid hearing about it. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember just thinking the idea was that they were crazy, and that the government was going in there to save these poor women.
Absolutely.
And kids.
And then it's funny how this all comes around is later in life, I'm a gun cleaner in Waco as a business there, and I meet as a customer the district attorney at that time.
Oh shit.
Comes in my shop and tells me a whole different side of the story than what actually I remembered as a child.
Oh,
so
wow.
yeah, he knew the names. He knows the mother of David Koresh, a whole bunch of other things and details that solidified what we were going through, man. Yeah.
So you were there, went into the military after that.
Mhm.
Which branch?
Navy.
Navy.
United States Navy.
Nice. And then, were you on a ship?
I did a River unit, a small boat unit. It was used in the Vietnam era called the Riverine. It was a brown water Navy type.
Damn.
At that time, the Euphrates and the Tigris were pretty.
Were you
pretty
using
heavy.
guns then?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we were using
That's
guns
how you
then.
got
That's
into
how
guns.
I got into guns. Yeah, a lot of
Okay.
the certification I did was through the Marine Corps.
Okay.
they're-
It sounds like a Marine type operation.
Yeah, very much so. Very much a lot of their training, a lot of their squad leader courses, machine gun courses, basic firearm stuff, and so that transitioned into
Dude, John Wolf walking through. Look at that motherfucker.
swole.
Look at that
Big
guy.
swole.
He started lifting weights for real again. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
You guys don't know John Wolf is jacked. I think he brushes his teeth and gets jacked. But now he's back on program,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh my God.
T-shirt was.
Anyways.
T-shirt was on swole.
So you're down there. You're on fucking small boats.
Yep.
But you're Navy.
Yep.
Probably working with a lot of Marines.
Marines, special operation guys, some SEAL guys here and there, SWIC. It was kind of that same platform. We were a taxi, somewhat of a security force, integration into like maritime integration operations, loading, going on board other boats, seeing what they were doing, stopping people.
Were you doing jiu-jitsu at this point?
At that point, we had already shifted into certification through the Army combatives, and in the Army combatives, they teach a very basic form of the Gracie form of combative. So,
nice.
Became an instructor in that form of it, and that was.
You became an instructor in that?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. And that was just real basic arm trap and roll, understanding how to dissect that and explain it to another person, leading into
Arm trap
control.
and roll.
Yeah, small things like that.
Oompa.
And yeah, it just.
So you're watching fights. You like UFC at this point.
Absolutely.
You're about jiu-jitsu.
Absolutely.
Did you know about Eddie at this point?
At that point, a little bit, but it was more of, and again at this time, I really didn't know the different paths of jiu-jitsu in a sense. I didn't really know the whole controversy with the gi, no gi, and all the things that were kind of going into play. And so that was something that, as I started to get into jiu-jitsu, I started meeting other guys that were chiefs and higher ranking guys that were able to expand on the knowledge. A lot of guys were bringing in Muay Thai at the time.
Who's the first Planet guy you ever met?
Man.
Who's the first 10 black belt you met? Really?
Well, yeah. I mean,
you did some seminars?
I did a seminar before, the first seminar with Eddie, obviously. But
so back to conspiracies.
Yeah.
Were you a conspiracy theorist?
No, man, totally.
So you were.
Yeah, so I was on the other side of that. I mean, again, going to the military, 9/11, that's a big one, right?
Yeah.
That was a big influence on the reasoning why I decided to join the military, in a sense. And so taking that and holding that as true and, Rambo-ish as possible.
Yeah, okay,
you know what I mean?
So I think it seems like you were part of a special ops, a mind,
yeah.
like, shaping the mindset of people with the whole David Koresh situation there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
You saw that firsthand, so you had, I guess, the greatest effect was on you to some extent. And then you must have had an awakening at some point.
It was like those cops were doing something good, you know what I mean? Like they were doing something for this crazy person, like it was like a good thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That they went there and did that, and then you
look back at it, and that's not that cool.
Tripped out,
Because I feel like you should be allowed to start a cult and have a compound.
He wasn't doing anything wrong.
I mean, isn't that like a good goal to have? Like
community, man.
Yeah, I want to build an awesome community. Maybe not everyone has to have the same belief systems.
Yeah, and from what I remember and from what that guy has told me, like they would make trips into town and like it was normal.
Yeah,
situation,
I mean, obviously
There's
as long as
nothing
your cult/community adds to the value of people's lives. I don't know who's to say that you can't do it, and certainly I don't think anyone's deserving of a military intervention.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? From the largest superpower in the world.
They were talking about like how he was prophesying all this stuff about the breaking of seals and like all this stuff that's in the Bible and like.
I mean, there's lots of people doing
that.
And
there's lots of people that do that, and there's people that freaking run snakes and hold snakes in front of their face. You know what
some
I mean?
of the current tweets from the president. Look at
absolutely.
I mean, some of the speeches.
For sure.
We don't invade their house.
So, I mean, it's interesting. But yeah, that was.
So what made you switch? How did conspiracies and jiu-jitsu like come? Were they intertwined, or was it just like jiu-jitsu, and then another year later you found conspiracy, or did it just hit you at once?
It all kind of hit me, man. Well, actually, when I first started smoking weed, to be honest.
Oh shit.
I didn't start smoking weed.
The dark side.
Consistently until I was 28 years old.
We're not advocating.
Not advocating, but
it's legal in your state.
That really I was deep into drinking at that time after the military a lot. I would after deployments, in between deployments.
That's the sad thing about
drink.
The statistics of the military. You know what I'm saying? Is the reality is alcoholism's rampant, and then
pills.
You take that, and then they go from having military consistency and uniformity, and then all of a sudden there's none. You don't have it in the real world.
None there.
Yeah.
Yep. It's none there. You're thinking you can function in the exact same kind of employment and mindset and do those things, and it doesn't happen that way. You know, that with the pills they give you on the back end, you know, sleep here, sleep there. And,
super military pills.
Yeah, it's like, man, okay, cool.
Seems like some of those military guys get the good ones.
Yeah, we get some pretty good,
extra good military
stuff,
pills.
You know? And I just started getting freaked out about going to the VA in general. A lot of shots, you know, a lot of stuff that.
A lot of experimentation.
Yeah, it was just kind of.
That would be my guess.
I went to this.
That would be my guess.
I went to the VA one time, and the lady, it was for, I guess, like a depression, PTSD type, like a counselation to see if I was in that realm or whatever the case may be. But they were doing studies. There was a guy in Waco that was doing studies for Baylor University that he was. What they were doing was they were taking you to, like, I guess, like they would put like a CAT scan, and then they would show you images, and they would want to see what was going on in your brain, how it would affect those things through certain imagery, and doing the study that.
Did they hold your eyelids open?
I didn't actually go for it. She was like, they were going to pay me like $30
like,
to
drink
go
this
do it.
milk. Drink this milk and lay in this
and
chair.
so I remember, like, at the time, again, I was still kind of young. I was like, man, what's going on here? I was still kind of lost in the whole system of how big it was, and I didn't realize, like, you know, what I was going through.
How do you feel jiu-jitsu is for PSD people?
I think it works out.
I think it's crazy
phenomenal.
awesome, right?
It's phenomenal. Yeah, it's putting you. For me, it puts me back in that mindset of problem solving again. It's always on your mind. It's intriguing. It keeps you kind of constantly going. And if you're competing and if you make mistakes, and that thing just runs in your mind, and you continue to find yourself in those positions again, and you can correct them.
I think the community there too, man. I think one of the things
awesome.
that people lose, like, you know, even when it's like you leave high school or you leave the military, you were with a group of people that you really enjoyed spending time with, and you had a common reason why you all came together. You kind of were forced to, but you came together. You had this group of friends you always saw every day.
Through struggle.
Yeah,
and through that struggle,
and
you guys
one day,
rise up.
if you're not in school or you're not in, you know, the military anymore, you lose that kind of friend base. And then so, if jiu-jitsu, man, they're always there. They're always happy to see you. They're stoked you're coming in to roll, and they're challenging you to be a better person.
Yep.
Unless you're just the kind of guy that just likes getting beaten to the ground, but almost no one's like that. They want to progress with the team, so it pulls everything into alignment. We always talk about this. And
that's absolutely true, man. And that's exactly what it's like. I mean, it's a brotherhood, sisterhood type thing. I mean, and ours expands immensely. I mean, ours is wider than I've ever seen. I mean, we, like I said, through
really well right
through social media and during games like that, we are able to connect to HQ, to, you know, directly. You're able to directly go to Eddie and get it right off, you know, right from the master himself. And that
soaking everyone.
Yeah,
just go to master
everyone.
the system, man.
Absolutely.
It's only $4.99 a month.
I've been watching that for years, and that's one thing I remember. I was like, dude, I've been watching and just on standby, because in Waco there was no jiu-jitsu like this. You know,
join the forum.
Yeah.
Not only that, like, if you want to, like, connect with 10 Planet, there's a lot of guys like Roman. One of the reasons I love having Roman on right now is he is a 10 Planet dude that we call Ronin, out on his own, studying the system via the internet. Lots of people do that, but we have a community. And Eddie, you can learn from Eddie himself. Like, he explains it in his own way. So, and
it's entertaining. It's way better than what you're going to find on TV.
Yeah, especially Michael Plaster taking over the production of it. It's been super high level.
Absolutely.
And always hysterical, man.
Yeah, but no, back to the brotherhood of the jiu-jitsu, man. It really does bring that element back. I mean, we got a ton of guys that are veterans through the system as well. I mean, you know,
all my best friends, basically. At this point in my life, all the people I communicate with the most, look forward to seeing the most, spend the most time with, I met through jiu-jitsu. Mm-hmm. And now a lot of us are at our own schools. You look at, like, Omar up in Lombard, Boogie down in San Diego. Mm-hmm. We were all white belts together. You know what I mean? Yeah. I remember going to the gym. It was Omar who had moved there from Chicago. Boogie, he was visiting from San Diego. And we're still trying to figure shit out. And we are just learning this shit together. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is the truck. You know what I mean? But we all together, that brotherhood kept, I mean, we all had different directions in life, but it took us somewhere. And it can do that for anybody. At any level of your life, man.
And there's a record of that now. I mean, I get to watch you guys when you guys were blue belts, purple belts. I see that you guys are putting in the work. I told you this from the beginning. There's an episode where all that Eddie was hounding on was the warm-ups. Then you're here, and next thing you know, all you're hounding in is the warm-ups. And then the warm-ups are on the wall, and now we have walls everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like, fuck, man, that's powerful shit, dude. That's just, but it started from back then. I mean, there's no just skipping to the front. There was due process, man. You guys put in the work, and that's what we have to do here, and that's what we continue to do.
Put in the reps, man.
Put in the reps. Yeah, I mean, that's that's been the biggest time for me now. Is
where were you at 9/11?
What was that, man? I was in high school. I was in high school, and the first tower hit.
Oh, you were in school, in class.
In class, the first tower hit, and before the second tower hit, they had I was in a small. I believe this. I was going to Texas Christian Academy. I was going to a private school at the time, dude. I had 11 to 17 people in my class.
What was it? How much the time frame from Waco incident to 9/11? How much time was that? Dude, you were a younger kid for Waco.
Yep. I mean, all I remember is being able to get out of class and assemble into the auditorium, for them to put TVs on and for us to see the second one hit.
Damn, they sat you down and said, watch TV.
Yeah. They sat us down in the
Isn't
auditorium.
that a weird protocol?
Yeah, they all sat us down.
There's
hey, this
a
is going
terrorist
on.
attack on TV.
Yeah.
Let's bring all the kids in to watch it.
Watch it. And then we saw the second one.
Does that seem a little weird to you? You know what I mean? Like, hey, let's imprint these kids with a terrorist. You know what I mean? Like, why would they do that? Why would you do that?
And think about it now, that's fucked up. But
You know what I mean? Like, hey, kids, things are scary right now.
Yeah.
Let's go watch it go down live. Like, that is fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. And then I remember thinking, man, like, dude, it's
a whole generation of kids got
influence.
Watch that shit.
Wow, hit man. Yeah, absolutely,
bang, dude. Like what? And
you
then
know,
replay.
Yeah, man. And I grew up watching Rambo, like a motherfucker.
You're
so
like,
I was
sign me up.
Sign me up, dude. Right now. Like, where's the line? What do I need to do? Where can I fly helicopters? I slice.
Get these motherfuckers back.
And I carried that all the way through high school. I mean, I had dreams of playing football. I think every kid in Texas wants to play football, right? And I'm fucking 5'9", 165 pounds.
You better be
pounds.
fast.
Yeah. So, you know, that dream was like, well, the next route is military. I mean, I didn't have much money. I wanted to go to college. That was an option in there somewhere. But the main goal was to get back. You know what I mean? Like, how do I go and do what I want to do and take things down, you know? And that's where I stayed at. And, yeah, it took me a while to kind of take a step back and have some self-realization and why I thought that way, why, you know, how I was influenced to kind of feel that way about the decisions I was making. And that was rough on my family, man. That was rough on my parents, you know. So all that reflection kind of took into place, and you know, here we are today. So
Jiu-Jitsu at Tampa, awesome. Well, we have some badass shit coming up here.
Yeah.
As you were saying, the school's growing, but so are our events. Coming up next for us on the calendar is On It Invitational 5. It's going to be badass. Heavyweights, flyweights. Brandon McCaffrey and Joey Foey are back commentating. And our guest commentator is Cody No Love Garbrandt.
Oh,
which is gonna be fucking dope. He's gonna do some of his fight camp out here.
He's more tattoos.
He's bringing his main man, wrestling coach Danny Castillo, who I think is gonna be competing as well. We got Sergio lined up against Nasty Nate Harris. Horacek's going to come back against an unknown opponent right now. We got Brandon Gutierrez, local stud. He was going to go against Jacob Harris, who can't make On It 5 because he's going to be in robotics classes for the next few Saturdays, including that Saturday, because he's a fucking genius and he's building machines that are going to take over the world. So you guys watch out for that. Also on that card, we're looking to get Connor Hune. We got Cole Miller. Cole somebody. And one more badass name right now.
That's the 30th, right?
Yeah, the 30th of next month.
Next month, September 30th.
That's heavyweights and flyweights. A couple of the On It World Open winners are going to be on that card. So it's 125ers and heavyweights. And then in December, it's On It Invitational 6. And I think we're stacking that card with females. Still nailing down the weight classes. Probably going to be maybe 3 weight classes and do like all female show, because the day after is the epic EBI 14 Absolutes, which we're going to be hosting at the On It Academy. Super stoked to be part of that.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, like
that's
having
huge.
EBI here is tremendous. I was fortunate to be part of the first 3 EBIs. They were awesome.
Man.
They were so awesome, and what it's become is such a cool platform for jiu-jitsu and platform for all the athletes.
And it's neat to see how everybody's kind of adopted the format.
Yeah, every weekend,
every turn,
everywhere,
every
somewhere you can find
anybody submission, grappling, whatever.
The term EBI rules is synonymous with like over how you play out the game. Submission only. That's how you roll after class. That's how you roll when you roll. Mm-hmm. I mean, You know, I mean, some people, I've rolled with some people, I swear all they want to do is pass and just try and passing. But ultimately, the more fun rolling is when you're trying to get a checkmate. You don't play chess just to hold position on the board. You're trying to get that checkmate. And that's really what people want to see. That's the product we're trying to produce. You know, originally when Eddie talked about it, it was going to be like, when the round starts, you got $5,000 to win. And if you, and the money starts going down as time goes. So the faster you submit somebody, the more money you would get. You know, some kind of shit like that, where we really want to incentivize the submission, because ultimately it's for TV. Ultimately, we want to put jiu-jitsu on at Thursday night versus The Simpsons.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we think it's that cool, it's that fun. Again, I've said it a million times. If people will watch golf, they'll watch people get their arms broke. And if you watch on Invitational 4, you see Ethan Krellison going out there breaking fucking ankles. You see savagery in jiu-jitsu, and people love that shit. But we also see beautiful technique and beautiful transitions, and really it's just this back and forth battle that we're looking for. There's some sickos out there that like the breaks, but it's the quality of jiu-jitsu that we want to see.
And to watch it from these younger kids nowadays, like what I said with Sergio, he's it's remarkable to watch this kid to come in and just, I mean, he just goes savage on everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a grown up.
He in his mind, he believes he's going to beat everybody. It's regardless of who you are.
So that's entertaining. But going back to conspiracy off that, did you know? Oh, I'm sure you know, like how arrogant. We've talked about this. How arrogant the conspiracy guys, the people that are behind it all. They put this on TV. The Simpsons, the Family Guy, they predict a lot of stuff.
It's pretty crazy, huh?
That we see. You know what I mean? Like even in movies and stuff like that, we've talked about this. How like you just see certain things and you're like, huh. Surely that's not true, and then it ends up being true.
The Simpsons are one of those. If you guys Google Simpsons predict the future or something like that, there's so many things that they kind of hint at, or you create some correlation at the very least between some of the things they put out and some of the things that happen in the future. It's almost like we're in a movie, almost like we're living a show.
Simulation type.
Yeah, and someone knows the script a little bit.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's trippy. If anyone knows what's really going on, I would love to know. I think about it all the time. I spend a lot of time like asking myself, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And I try to snap out of it because I got too much shit to do and just get back to work. But damn.
And it's so weird how you can get caught up in the other side of it, man. Like I said, I would have to travel from Waco to here, and there was times that you wouldn't see me for months, man. And I was just like, in the back of my head, I'm thinking, it would drive me nuts. It would drive me nuts, and I would be like, I know I'm letting you down, I'm letting the team down, I'm letting myself down. Most importantly,
that jiu-jitsu guilt, man.
You know what I mean? And it's it would just drive me nuts, man. So
everyone has that no one's path in jiu-jitsu. Maybe there's some guys that go straight to signing up the first day, never miss a day, straight to world champion.
Yeah.
But everybody's jiu-jitsu path tends to wind a little bit, have some missing steps because they took some time off. But mine does as well. Everyone has had some ebbs and flows. But now you've made, if you guys don't know, now you've made the move to Austin. You're getting out of Waco. Waco's a strange, creepy town.
Yeah, man.
Roman had some copyright issues and some legality issues with his logo of his business. He had the 007 kind of idea, but didn't use that one with the Waco word. And the city of Waco was like, "Oh, you can't use that."
They sent me a certified letter to my job, and we're gonna shut you down and everything else.
Austin's a booming market. It's growing so fast. I mean, we're just every day it seems like the city gets bigger.
Yeah.
The new skyscraper. There's a new another 10th Planet member. But he's down here working at the range. So if you guys want to check out, if you're in Austin, you want to go shoot some machine guns, fully automatic. You want to fucking set off a clip.
Absolutely, man. We got it full. You can do whatever you want there, man. We got fully automatic. You got rapid fire. You can rent them. You can buy them. You can shoot them. Come check us out. The range at Austin. That's it. We'll be able to do.
We got corporate events there. You're looking for a cool corporate event. You're tired of going to fucking Chuck E. Cheese or some kind of top golf.
Man.
You want a manly thing to do?
Bachelor parties.
Machine guns.
Start your day off right.
Machine guns.
Bunch of machine guns, then go to the strip club after. We can do that for you too. I think trying to work some things out with some Twin Peaks situations too.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Hey, guns and girls, man. That's what we got.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas. a lot of it.
Other events, EBI 13. Don't miss that, man. There's a combat jiu-jitsu tournament on that. Boogie's in that. I'm really stoked to see Boogie's debut of combat jiu-jitsu.
Nice.
What else you excited? Yeah, there's in Austin. Squad's going to. There's 2 events on September 9th. We'll be in San Antonio and we'll be in Austin doing. Yeah.
Nice.
But Roman, like I said, some of you guys are out there. You've done jiu-jitsu. You did it for a while. You fell out of jiu-jitsu. You can always come back. Yeah. That's what we're really trying to say with Roman is like, you know, now he's actually in a position where he can really make the move. He lives right by the school. He works right by the school, and he's gonna. I expect a lot. I'm gonna put pressure on you right now. I expect a lot out of you. So I expect you to not compete after not. Roman has the heart, and he's not afraid to do shit. But he'll compete, having not been in class with me at least.
Yep.
For like months maybe.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
So that's cool that you can do that, and that you have the balls to do that, because a lot of people they're terrified of competing, and they will train more than they need to almost to compete before they're ready to go jump in.
Yeah.
But I definitely don't recommend it, because it can be hard on you psychologically if you don't do well. So if you haven't been training and you jump into a tournament, man, the guys that are there tend to have been training a lot. And if you've been doing kettlebells and running sprints, if you feel good about your conditioning, it's not the same as someone trying to kill you.
Yep, no. And I think I've told you that multiple times after certain matches. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? I'm sitting here running 10, 15 sprints uphill, swinging kettlebells around maces. I feel like I could make videos for ESIG, and then I get on the mat and it does not translate whatsoever. And I'm huffing air thinking my head's fucking pounding, and I'm going, okay, what's my next move? I know what I want to do. I know what I'm capable of doing. And
what you need to do is be consistent in class.
Consistency. Yep.
5 days a week, couple 2 days here and there, and get obsessed, and figure out what your best moves are and do them a lot. Get really good at those ones. Figure out where you're weak at and just try to shore it up a little bit, but don't stress too much on that. Just fucking get good at what you're good at, man. And then obviously have escapes everywhere. If you want to be great at jiu-jitsu, you got to be like untappable. Just get good at just not getting tapped ever.
Absolutely.
No,
but I'm enjoying it being here, man.
Here,
I'm enjoying just the last few weeks. It's been nice to be in there and see some of the guys again coming back. We got so many guys that they're just, again, like you said, it's a brotherhood. I see them, and just what we don't do is hug each other.
Open invite to everybody, man.
Please.
Come to 10th Planet Austin.
Please.
If you're looking to relocate in your life and you're thinking, where should I go? 10th Planet Austin is the spot, dude. This city has so much to offer, and this gym, this school, this academy, whatever you want to call this place, on it is the biggest thing. It's the next biggest thing, and what we're doing here is changing people's lives. We want you to be part of it. So make your way to Austin, Texas. Make your way to the Onnit Gym, 10th Planet Austin, Bang Muay Thai Austin. Train with fucking Primal Soldier, ESIC, all the beasts here. And then,
seminars after seminars.
Go shoot machine guns.
Shoot machine guns,
yeah.
guys.
Come swim in the...
Come ask for me, man. I'll be there. I'll be there every day. I'll get you the fattest machine gun you want, man. You can blow shit out 200 or 300 rounds. 5 minutes, you'll be like, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, there's everything you want to do there. Again, like I said, if you guys... Beautiful women. Great weather. Lots of water.
Good food. It's some of the best food I've ever had in my life, and it's not what you... It's a moist, luscious place.
Oh, awesome. For sure. I like that word, moist. Yeah. A lot of people don't like that word.
It's not dry and arid here. People think it's dry in Texas, I think. But it's got lots of awesome rock structure, lots of outdoor, cool outdoor shit. And I love the beach, man. And I haven't taken advantage of it yet, but we got that, that surfing park now. Let's see what that's all about. All right, man. I think that we're gonna wrap it up. I got any more announcements? Try to go to Onnit and buy the joint oil. That shit is bomb, man. That orange joint oil, it's like an orange creamsicle. It's got avocado, EPA, DHA, MCT, all the good shit. And when you're there, use code 10PATX. Save 10% on your next rash guard. I think it works across the board, and that'll make my mom really happy if you use the code 10PATX.
Nice.
While you buy Onnit products. And then, again, the range, Mad Flavor, 10 PATX.
Boom.
I'll be back really soon, guys. All about consistency. Again, Ryan Giles was out of town, but I want to do this more often, and I'm going to hold myself more accountable. I'm going to bang out, try to get more like 2 a week, and then soon it'll be on iTunes, and soon we'll have a bigger studio.
Yeah, man. That'd be nice. It'd be nice.
And I'll be able to do graphics, the show you on a boat. Anyways, we're going to take off, guys. Any final words?
Dude, I appreciate you letting me be on the show, man. I'm ready to blast off on this jiu-jitsu journey in my life. You know, like I said, it's taking some time to get down here, but I'm ready to train, ready to get better, and ready to try to see what else is out there.
What kind of podcast? You're a big. We're coming back. We're coming back. You're a podcast guy. So another reason I want to bring you on here. So you listen to a lot of awesome dudes, and one of the guys you listen to a lot is Joey Diaz. He's influenced you a ton.
Yeah, Joey's been like, I guess like everybody knows him as Uncle Joey, man.
Yeah.
He's the, ever since, man.
So what are your top 5 podcasts?
Top 5 podcasts?
Who do people need to listen to?
Top 5 podcasts right now is going to be Church of What's Happening Now with Joey, then JRE. Jerry is the stem of it all, that's right, but Joey's my man, so. Back when Eddie Bravo Radio was on.
You gotta get that. You gotta go back and research.
You gotta research some of those. I like the one with Hanato. That's one of my favorite ones. Hanato, what's up, man? I followed that dude for a while too, as well. And then I would say, man, some of the stuff from like Graham Hancock and John Anthony West, they have some good stuff. I'd like to do a lot of that history stuff and try to challenge all that, because there's a lot that, again, like I said, that we don't.
Hardcore history
stuff like that. Dan Carlin, he's a lot of good shit in there. Jocko has a great podcast.
Dude, Jocko's so cool.
Yeah, when I need some motivation, you know what I mean, or something's going on in my life, I just I'll tune him into something, and then like he usually has a word that's pretty powerful and positive and kicks me right back into gear and a good mindset. So having those, but good podcast, man. Like I said, and consistency. That's the reason Joe's so great, and he's at 1,000 plus now. You know what I mean? So
consistency. War of art, all that stuff. Get up and do your shit.
Do it.
Get up and do it. Even if get up and go to Zombie Squad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna start being a Zombie Squad.
I'm gonna start.
I did it a year and a half, and it was killing me, but it can be done. I can do it.
Drill.
Other podcasts. Check out Aubrey Marcus, obviously. Check out the Jiu-Jitsu podcast with Joey Fody and those guys.
He has a great podcast. Matt Therapy.
Donna and Becky over at Matt Therapy, man. A couple of the HQ girls making it big over there with that podcast, Matt Therapy. They might be out here, I think, in December for that all-women's invitational. We'll see how that goes.
Women go crazy, dude. All of their jiu-jitsu is on point.
Dude, that last women's combat jiu-jitsu, what the fuck? That's crazy.
That's unbelievable.
All right, guys. We'll kill it now.
Doom. Done.
1, 2, 3. Whoa!